Welcome on in to the stream. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. So, I ended up doing one of these dungeons off stream. Some good friends of mine helping me out with that. Okay. But yeah. So the one we ended up doing, let me double check. Duties. We ended up doing Mount Golg. That's the one we did. Last night that I did off stream. So the new one we got is Crown of the Immaculate, which is the trial they were letting me know. I believe it's the one where we're gonna be fighting Vatri. Gonna be fighting them right here. I don't know about here specifically, but we have to start it up right here where I'm at. But yeah, let me double check this. Cool. So if y'all hear me rambling like a madman more so than usual, is mainly because I'm talking to my teammates. I just don't want their audio to go across onto the stream, just in case if they're not comfortable or not saying stuff and whatnot while I'm live. So yeah, I'm gonna have that set up. So it should just be the game and my mic that you guys are gonna be hearing. But yeah. Let me go ahead and bring the game back up again. Yo, Fearless, welcome on in. What's going on? They're just waiting for the rest of my teammates to queue this up, so I'm just here chilling. The boy got busted up. Need to get this. Looks like a lot of fun. Final Fantasy 14 is pretty fun, man. Like, not gonna lie, like I've had a lot of fun, mainly just cause on this VTuber server, man, I basically found like a whole bunch of people that play this game, that been playing it actively because of the updates on the latest expansion. So to me, it's been fun just having other people that can help me out with content here and there, and just to talk about the game. So yeah, it's been a blast, not gonna lie, and this expansion that I'm doing has been fucking amazing. But yeah, let me tune in here and let me plug in my damn shit, cause oh shit. Oh damn. Got them yawns coming in. I forgot those how to do those audio. I'm sure you can get this for PS5. I believe you can. I'll ask my party members right now once they jump on over here. Let me just let them know that I'm good whenever they're ready. Yo, thanks for the likes, bro, and the share. Or, yeah, the likes. But yeah, I was mentioning earlier, um, if you guys hear me sounding like I'm talking to myself, it's just because I'm talking to my teammates. I'm not sure if some of them are comfortable or not being on someone's stream in the background, so I'm just muting Discord for here on TikTok and everywhere else. Deal. Which is they. It says there's still another area here for this section, so I'm wondering if it's another area here in the first, or if it's related to going back to our realm source. But besides that, once we finish this trial, which they were letting me know that there's gonna be a pretty good amount of cutscene and like dialogue and stuff. It is gonna be kicking in after we do the boss fight, and once that's done and I complete the quest line, I will get the last shard I need for Kaluja, which is gonna be nice for me because I'll be able to finally fly all over the area. But it's gonna be one of those where I'm not sure if it's really gonna matter, because I don't think I'm gonna have to have a lot of what's it called? I don't think I'm gonna have a lot of quests over here. I should be saying. So. But yeah, my party members said that they're gonna go live as well. So I'm just gonna be double checking my internet connection real quick, y'all. So I'll be back in a few seconds. Alright, so I dropped it for a moment. We should be good. I don't know, man. I think my connection is just shitting itself or something. I don't know why. It says it's good here. Let me double check. Yeah. It says it's good over here. I'm gonna go tune into them. Let me see. Yeah. So I think they're about to go do their thing in a bit. So I'm just here chilling. But yeah, if you guys can hear me fine, can you just let me know in the chat or whatever? Like I'm saying, since I did plug back in my connection briefly. Thanks, Fearless. Let me just move this over here. And let me me see if there's any gear. Yeah. Oh, that's it. I think I got some slightly better gear from that dungeon I was mentioning that I did. That I did off stream. I don't even know what the hell's wrong, dude. Like, I don't think it's an issue on my side. That's weird. Yo, Fearless, if you're still there, you don't hear me stuttering or anything like that, right? On the audio or the game or anything like that. I'm just moving the camera around a bit. It's clear? Cool. Yeah, it says I'm dropping frames. Not on TikTok, but over here on my other software. Which great. It's usually when I want to go stream, like any other point, and it's fine. But it's all good. Let me see. That. I did make some space the other day with some of this gear. Forgiven's earrings of slaying. Okay, so they're slightly lower than my actual level, but it's all good. Hopefully I have enough enough of my gear up and up for this stuff. Let me see. Doesn't say the item level here. I think it's gonna say it on this other section. I'll check. Trials. Here we go. So 2 tanks, 2 healers, 4 DPS. Level 79, and it sinks us. I think it sinks us back down to 79. And then cause I don't have my gear up to 420 is gonna sync me up. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Let me see. I guess I could double check that real quick. Give me a second, y'all. I'm just looking at some settings real quick. Where did it say it was? Settings advanced and network. Okay, so it's like a beta feature, so I guess it could help. Nah, we're gonna leave the settings alone. But yeah, we're just waiting on our teammates to get set up. Generally, how it works, if you do not have the gear requirement to queue, you will not be able to queue. Yeah, that's what I remember from other times when I didn't have all the gear to queue up. So I'm good on the gear because from what it's saying, it's gonna let me sync up to the rating and all that it needs for the trial. Like I'm saying, right now we're just waiting on my teammates. But welcome on in, Asher. Thanks you so much for stepping out of the stream. Okay. $666 likes. That's funny. But yeah, so far this expansion has been crazy. Like the more the regions we went and the more like story stuff we went over with the characters with the other Scions, the more I was just like, damn, like all this shit's crazy. And then you know, Emmett Soak comes in and he just starts going off about his whole thing, and I'm just like, bro, like when he started talking about all that, he fucking blew my mind. I was like, holy shit. No problem. Like coming across new Final Fantasy 14 players? Hell yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, not gonna lie, out of all the MMOs that I've played, like FF14 has had from what I've seen, has had like the best I guess fan base, you could say, or players. Just cause you know, like a lot of players will have like the courtesy of waiting for a new player to do their cutscenes and whatnot, and you know, like if they know it's a new player doing a dungeon, you know, like they're not gonna sweat on the small details, like if you dodge an attack properly or not, you know, because you're still learning what the boss even does. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, it's a really awesome community, because other MMOs I played, like man, like most of them have been like more PvP oriented, so they're just like, yo, you either know how to do your shit or you don't, and if you don't, then good luck. And it's one of those where you mainly need to have like the community that FF14 has, but like as a guild and those MMOs, to basically help you out and like teach you like the reins of like the whole thing, right? Because like with most of these MMOs, I haven't really had the luxury of having a lot of guild mates or being in a guild, mainly just because I don't really join guilds from people that I don't know. So it's one of those where I'm just like, damn, like I basically have to like learn everything on my own. And like I'm saying, with this game, it's been really nice having a bunch of other people that already have gone through all this, and they're just like, yo, like, we're not gonna spoil anything, but we're just gonna give you a heads up, like, hey, like, you just gotta make sure that you're aware of what's gonna come. I'm on my main server is on Famfrit Primal, on like the US based ones or whatever. Yeah. The toxicity of other games are absolutely horrible. Yeah, and like that's the thing, is like like the main reason why is just like it's not really the toxicity itself. It's just the competitive nature is what drives it up to that standard when an MMO is mainly PvP oriented, which I don't mind. It's especially like you know, like if I have a guild and whatnot that you know you can actually actively go to do PvP, but it's one of those where I'm just like, yo, like it kind of sucks at times, you know. Dead by Daylight is so toxic. Was a day one player had to quit playing it because of it. Damn. I mean, like with those types of games, like I understand, dude, because like that, like yes, it's PvP, but it's more just players versus a player. But even then, like you're not really actively hurting the other player who is the attacker. You know, like you can't really do anything in those games. You know, like you like the most you can do is like from what I've seen is like the generator stuff, helping other survivors off of the hooks. You know, like doing like little traps and whatnot, like small stuff like that. But like as an actively fighting against the other player, like you know, you don't really have any agency in that regard, which I think kind of reminds me similar to like Outlast Trials. But I think Outlast Trials is more so like a group of players versus like enemy AI or whatever. Other survivors have their own way of being toxic to other survivors. Oh hell no! Like it's especially in those games where like it's better if you all extract together. Like you know, like it's like a team effort. I'd be like hell nah, bro. I'm like dude, like why even play this if you're gonna be this way? But yeah, my bad. I'm just double checking if because I think from what they let me know is that they're doing some life skill stuff. Oh, there you go. Oh, it's all good. It's only gonna be you and Anger, right? Gotcha. Cause I have a viewer from TikTok who's like, I'm logging in right now to go help you out. Oh yeah, the mm-hmm. It's like the second time I've done this. I did it once and I was just like, I have no idea what this is, so just left it alone. How the hell? Do I have to click on the stream together on my dashboard or do I hit the invite you sent? Ah, that's the main reason why I didn't do it. I have to do it through the browser, right? To set it all up? Okay. Um, yeah, because I'm gonna have to switch browsers because unfortunately it doesn't fucking work with Opera, I guess. Chrome and Firefox. Do I still have Firefox installed? Okay, thank God I do. Give me a second, y'all. I haven't used this in like a year or some shit. Do I still have my logins? Oh, thank God my favorites are still here. Let me add. Yo, Asher, thank you for the follow. Let me add you in game. Player search. You good? Oh. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. It's all good. Oh, I'm like going. I'm like doing this and trying to add them in game, but yeah, let me double check it. No, I forgot my login. Oh, you bastard. Okay, there we go. Thank God. Blah blah blah. Okay, so I can open it now. Can you send the invite again, or what the? Okay. If you were able to back out of that little zone, I'd be standing right where you're zoned in. Where are you at? Are you like on the Mount Gog area? Let me see. Colusia. Yeah, because I was trying to add him in the game and I'm like, what's all these fucking parameters? ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde estás? Bro, Twitch, what the hell, man? I don't see it, I guess. Let me see. Oh, you went to my actual. Sorry, I should have told you. I'm traveling right now into Crystal on Crow right now. Sorry, should have I should have mentioned that first. Be right there. You good? So you said I have to cancel my invite? Yeah, because I see it here, um, like 7 minutes ago. And then it opens up and it says error and it says we can't find the page you're looking for. There we go. Come on. Yes, it's working. Yep, I did that immediately. Cool. So this is how it works. All right, so I think they're traveling to Coral right now. Here, let me type it in. There you go. That's the server I'm in right now. Don't say that to a gooner. You're gonna give him ideas? What? Well, since you're streaming now, let me re-enable Discord.
Oh, wait, that's right. Another thing I can do is I can go and add your name in here. 1 second.
There we go. Hello.
There we go. Cool, cool.
Why does everyone decide to message me now? On my way? You good? Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah,
since this is a
Crystal's
trial.
busy, so if it takes you long enough, yeah. Let's put my sensors in. I gotta make sure I hide my chat. Yeah, no Pizama. Yeah. I just remembered. There we go. There he is. Jin Pizama to hide the chat for today.
Let me tune in, actually.
He's so full of peas. Yeah, dude. He's big and round and so full of peas. It's great. Okay. Oh, I'm getting a text message. Hang on. Sneaky stream. Oh, yeah, no. I decided to stream way late today. My bad. I've been beaten. I mean, you may have been beaten, but you haven't been beaten off. And that is something I'm willing to help out with if need be. Let's see.
Fucking hell.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I only need to make 30 of these. Let's do it. I'm gonna go ahead and save you guys' ears from the incessant clanging. Hi, chat. Hello. Welcome in, everyone. Laser got the active flow sugar cube. Hell yeah. Collect
I was gonna
your sugar
say
cubes. Collect my pages.
the collab tab is the only one I need to have open, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
That is an incredible padding emote, by the way, Frigid. Holy. Oh. So as I'm hammering away at all of this, I have decided the reason what took me so long before I could even get this thing together, by the way, Circuit, is that I had to step outside really quick to go gather some groceries and croissants. We got croissant bread, and I decided to make a ham and cheese sandwich with mustard using the croissant as bread. It's really good.
Are you good?
Like your horns? Yes. Yes.
Alright, I don't think I can invite them to the party, right?
Oh, wait, that's right, because you're not party lead. 1 second. Synthesize this with one place. Yeah, I need to make a ton of shit here really quick. And I am not pleased about the ton of shit that I need to make, but it is all for the sake of a submersible. So there's that. Which I need to make sure.
Let's go.
I've actually been getting into the habit of adding ginseng to chili. Oh, how's that taste?
I forgot, how do you do those little sound bits in a game or whatever?
Depends on which one you're looking for. But to do them, you'll do less than SE dot a number between 1 and 12. Or I think it's 1 and 12 or 1 and 16. But for example, you could do like SE6, and that gives you SE dot 6, and that gives you danger bombos.
Okay.
Oh, you gotta add these great advanced side at the end of it, yeah.
That's what it was.
Less taste and more revitalizing me, as ginseng is good for the heart, and stronger heart means more energy. That's true. Unfortunately, I revitalize myself by stealing other people's hearts, so I have no need of ginseng.
I've also been you know what I mean?
Sorry, I need Brad.
It's fine.
Okay, I finished my ingots. I guess go my castle plan. Hi, Walker.
So I can just queue from anywhere. Thank God for this game.
Before you queue, pass me the really quick.
I got you.
I will pass it right back.
Oh, no, that's fine. You can keep it. How about
I don't want it. Not bad, gives caster vibes. It's a good thing I have a gun then. I cast the best spell. Are you ready to beat God?
I'm right clicking you, but it's not giving me the option.
Yeah, go to party and then party members.
Uh-huh.
And then where it says my name in the party member list, just right click and then pass me.
Okay, here we go. That's I don't know why it doesn't do that from the player names on the left side of one of them.
Yeah, it's because we're not in the same area. Wait, yeah, it does. If you go to your party menu, if you right-click someone, there's an option that says promote.
It didn't show that for me right now. For any of y'all.
That's weird. Okay, well. I have it. I'm going to give it back to you.
I was gonna say, you can queue it if you want.
Your button.
Let's go.
Yeah, the fit is for a caster, but not really.
The slowest Q in existence. Thank you guys.
Yeah, love Crystal.
Oh my god, it's him.
Are you so determined to die? One last chance, villains! Bow down and acknowledge your king! Your god!
Surprised you can even get up, brother.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Like Steve's here. Fuck yeah, bro. 760? Hell yeah. Oh, no, ready? Oh, okay. Fuck me then.
Prepare for judgment!
I wasn't away, and then I saw him just moving ahead. I'm like, fuck it.
This will be a mercy!
My wildfire is right now.
To me, my servants! Feast upon these villains and their god will!
Ad time. Yeah, ads.
I will crush you! Fine! Fine if you're refusing to die! I will
Gotta stand where I'm at.
Look away right after.
and you will suffer! Yes! That will be your punishment! You will be my blessing and rise higher! I will crush you! Suffer, suffer, suffer! Suffer and know your folly! Damn you! Why do you not more? Why?
But I am gonna follow you.
It burns!
No!
It burns! What? What is this?
Yes, thank God. I know he wasn't gonna go down that easy shit.
The light surges within me! I see now. This is the passion.
Yo, motherfucker turned to Griffith. What the fuck?
Very well. I shall embrace this fight.
The embodiment of hunger.
Feel my wrath.
I'm like put shit in the middle of my wildfire at this level. Or not my wildfire, my hyperstar to this level. Maybe don't have to worry about it.
I don't know why I stopped targeting him.
That's on me, but I need to see those numbers. Kind of funny because most people when I type in chat, oh no, he's hot. That's like a constant joke. But I usually when I type in chat, oh no, he's
Yeah.
telling you right now, he's not skinny. These swords come back, so don't say anything.
Feel my wrath.
here in a second. This one. This one too. Might as well build my meter while I can't hit him. In the fucking face. One more. We gotta hurry before that meter charges out of the way.
I see.
Alright, gather together.
I shall excite the sin of your existence!
So amazing. Yeah. Still such a cool thing. I love that.
Oh shit.
Oh, now it's the fucking fight right
Oh no, he turning, he turning.
Know your place!
Scatter said one's not gonna fucking Yoshi head ass, yeah. There you go, moving!
Don't know where the fuck that is.
One sword travel.
Feel my wrath!
I'm like right on the edge of that shit.
Atone with your life!
I see.
How do I get
Fuck him up, fuck him up.
right now?
It's all good. He's gonna die anyway. Let's go!
I am all powerful!
Phew.
Haha, what damage?
Just fucking dead, bro. Anyway, enjoy your cutscene. SE. Sorry.
What an idiot.
Ah, I got kicked out of my airship. Fuck. This sandwich is really good. Holy fuck.
Is that Valtteri? I don't know. The night will return to all of Novran, bringing salvation to both of our two worlds. Ow! Several cutscenes will play in sequence. Ah, yes.
Yeah, I told you. I told you. This is the most important cutscene you're gonna watch.
I'm just here for my ether shard, goddammit.
Then go get it. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go ahead and my airship shit. Did I make my? Oh, I didn't make the plates. Damn it. I'm so glad I have so many of these shards.
Why am I cast down? But it is you!
If you want to like mute or deafen, by the way, so you can watch the cutscene, that way you don't have to hear me talking. That's fine too.
I got you. I will mute for... I don't know how long this is going to last, but yeah.
You're gonna be in there for a bit, so I'm gonna leave you to it.
Why am I cast down when it is you who are the villains? But he's voicing it, so...
I hope. I am righteousness. That I am a god. That is why I was born. As man and sin eater both.
I wonder how they did
I
that.
kept the people safe. They respected me. Worshipped me. How can this be? I should be the one looking down at you.
I can't take him seriously when like he sounds defeated, but at the same time it sounds like he's like about a nut or some shit. I don't fucking know. Anyways, enough jokes. Let's get back to the cutscene. The story is a tragic one in my opinion, but it had to be done.
I am your god.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, like he had to go down. He had to go down. Uh-oh. Here's the last bit of power. Alright. Come here, power. Come to me. We'll see what the hell happens, because our character was over here getting, I don't know, like fucking soul damage or something last time when we absorbed it, so let's see about it now.
Look, the sky.
Why, yes. It is nighttime again. And then pain hits. Oh. Flashback, actually. Back in the day.
Fools! Were it not for my decisive action, the whole city would have been overrun, razed to the ground. Yet they dare to complain about casualties? Spare me. I'll wager they were put up to it by those wretches who seek to usurp me. They're stirring up the citizenry. But if they think I will yield to the likes of them, they are gravely mistaken.
To be subjected to such deplorable treatment, such ingratitude. You have my sympathy, sir. You do so much good for this city, and you could do so much more were you not surrounded by fools.
Of course he'd be in the flashback. And he's wearing his ashen fit. His evil fit.
Who are you? You're not supposed to be in here.
My apologies for the intrusion, but I come bearing a proposal. One that will ensure the longevity of your reign. But give me the word, sir, and I will bring hither a light warden. By giving its power to the babe within your lady wife's womb, we shall create a transcendent being. A king to rule over all. And as sire to the king, your authority will never again be in question.
So that's how.
Amazing. Before my Vorthri, they behave as docile pets. With this gift, my line shall be guaranteed power for perpetuity. We shall rule the whole world.
By all means, sir. United under Yulmor's banner, men will cease fighting and abandon their ambitions. Thus, they will grow fat and complacent, and in their sloth, seal your supremacy.
Interesting. Uh-oh.
Are you all right? Say something! Fend. She cannot contain the light. She's beginning to turn. Urianger, if you've aught up your sleeve, now is the time. It's changing back.
Oh shit.
The combined power of every Light Warden is too terrible a burden for any one soul to bear. And so I shall relieve you of it.
Exarch, what are you doing?
I will channel this profusion of power to the Crystal Tower and use it to travel to other worlds. As I have dreamed of doing ever since I first learned of their existence. Who would choose to remain here in this dying realm when they might go elsewhere and begin anew? Not I. And thus did I use you.
No, I don't believe you. It doesn't make sense. Damn you! We won't let you do with her as you please.
Do not interfere! Please, I beseech you all, let him go!
You knew of this, Urianger. Tis all a fiction. Such vaguely defined acts of teleportation stand no chance of success. The Exarch will never live to see another world, as he knows only too well.
Then, what does he mean to do?
He means to take the light with him into the rift, where he will die. From the beginning, he intended to sacrifice himself to save our friend and Norvrend.
At journey's end, an opportunistic thief makes off with the hero's prize. A paltry way to end a chapter, I concede. Yet your tale will continue, and my role in it will scarcely be remembered. Worry not. Whatever should become of me, I will be happy and free, safe in the knowledge that I have played my part.
No, I fucking knew it!
Thank you for fighting for this world.
No, god damn it!
Fare you well, my friend. My inspiration.
I had a feeling. Because he's the only one who's in the tower. Of course. And yeah, I saw it.
Only those who possess the royal eye of the Allagan Imperial line are capable of controlling the Crystal Tower. Such individuals do not exist in the First. Therefore, in all likelihood, the Exarch arrived here with the tower. This much I had surmised, yet I could not discern his grand scheme. To think that he went through all this trouble for the sake of a single hero. It's almost admirable in its absurdity. Alas, it is not your grand scheme that will succeed, but ours.
Yeah.
You
What's up, Harley?
Stay put. Your friend is still alive, but whether he remains so depends on you. What a disappointment you turned out to be. I placed my faith in you, let myself believe that you could contain the light. But look at you now, halfway to becoming a monster. You are unworthy of my patronage. I am an Ascian. My heart's sole desire is to usher in the great rejoining. 100 years ago, I entrusted my comrade Logriff with the task of increasing light's sway over this world. This we sought to do by manipulating heroes. When that failed to achieve the desired result, I created Vorthri. Thanks to your meddling, that too has ended in failure.
What was your true purpose in approaching us?
By your 12, boy, have I not told you before that everything I said was the truth? You were specimens by which I might gauge man's potential as it stands. I genuinely had an interest in you, genuinely considered taking you on as allies. Provided she could contain and control the light. If not, then she, and by extension you, would be of no use to me. 'Twas as simple as that.
So, we've been found wanting. How disheartening.
Thank you.
But even had we fulfilled your conditions, there was no guarantee that we would cooperate. What then?
Then I simply kill you all. At the very least, it would restore the world to the way it was before you went about trouncing Light Wardens willy-nilly. Suffice it to say, it would be most inconvenient to have all that light taken away. And I would be lying if I were to claim his actions didn't have me worried. You still retain your form and your senses. But you have all but become a Sin Eater. Whether you will it or no, your mere existence will serve to engulf the world in light. Those in your company will likewise turn into Sin Eaters, and in time you will succumb to your base instincts and hunt innocents to feast on their sweet, Sweet ether. Those few with the will left to fight may rise up against you. But before your absolute might, they will quickly know despair. There is no hope. We are finished. Mankind is finished. Ah, the irony. What Forfrey achieved through bliss, you achieved through despair. But I have overstayed my welcome. I shall look forward to seeing you bring the world to its knees, hero.
Exarch!
I have naught to show for all the time and effort I invested in you. He is a small token for my troubles. I did not expect that I could learn aught from man, but I may yet learn something from all the knowledge he had hoarded for his precious hero. I pity you, I do. Your friends are now your foes. If you do not kill them, they will kill you. When it all becomes too much to bear, seek me out at my abode in the dark depths of the Tempest. There, you may complete your descent into madness with some dignity, far from prying eyes. Till then, I bid you farewell, Eater.
God damn. Enjoy the MSQ. I have to get dry for work. Feel free to invite me if you need help now that you friend me. Oh, you have to get ready for work? Oh, okay, you good? Appreciate the help, though. Thanks for stopping by to the stream.
After you collapsed, Emmet's self vanished. Then Reen did what she could to stay the raging of the light within your body. Thanks to her, you're still you, but she's only delayed the inevitable. You're not going to like what you see, but you still need to see it. It's like this all over. The whole of Norvrat is shrouded in light again. And it's because of you, and the power you absorb from the Wardens. No one knows but your friends. When they carried you down from the mountain, they told everyone waiting below that they didn't understand why the light had returned.
Damn.
And now they're out there trying to allay the people's fears, while searching for a way to save you. If you're well enough to be up, you're well enough to get some fresh air. Better that than stewing in here. Go on. Go.
Well, fuck. Give me a second, y'all. Let me check some stuff. Like Thero. You're awake. You were injured during the foray on Mongol. Yes, I was here at my station as always when they carried you on a makeshift stretcher, looking disturbingly bereft of vigor. And to compound my worry, the sky has, well, I'm sure you've seen, has everyone rather concerned, to say the least. Seeing you up and about is the first good news we have in a while. Assuming you feel strong enough, would you mayhap consider a stroll around the city to reassure anxious citizens? Braggy is one of those who helped convey you to your chambers. He has visited several times since to inquire after your condition. God damn, brother. Not like this. I mean, I was kind of expecting it, but you know. Well, can't do much about it. You know, looks back from the dead. Was a grim sign. Your companions looked fair ready to drop when they brought you in, so I offered a helping hand. Couldn't better see them struggle so. You, my friend, I feared you had one foot in the grave, cold and lifeless you were, like a corpse that was somehow still breathing. They told me some evil bastard went and snatched our poor exile away in the midst of the chaos. Wicked white, what is this world coming to? Moaning never solved a thing, did it? Nay, it's times like these that we Crustrian folks stand tall and do what needs to be done. Trade with Yomor is back on the table. We'd best make use of those resources to fortify the city against the Eaters or whatever misery the fates deem to fit throw at us next. Speaking of misery, Chestermill is worried sick about you. A healer wringing her hands is not a sight you ever wish to see, let me tell you. Yeah, we best go over there too. Well, damn, like, I want to see what happens after this, though. You know? Let me see. Because we're still not even done with Chapter 1 for Shadowbringers, so... Give me a second, though, y'all. Sweetie, you're alive. No one's been allowed to see you. Even Spagris Chirurgians were forbidden from making visits. Renner was kind enough to tell me you were showing symptoms similar to Eater corruption, so I suppose there was little any of us could have done for you in any case. So your companions, they've been rushing hither and yon, seeking a cure to your condition. I worry to see their faces growing ever more haggard every time they pass through the Crystarium. I shall let them know you're awake. When they come see you, sweetie, please do convince them to rest a bit. They won't be helping anyone if they all collapse of exhaustion. And our own Morin has been a little better. I'm afraid he hasn't left the cabinet, too busy with his nose buried in one dusty tome or another. Well, shit, man. Like Zoink Scoop, this isn't good. Oi, mate. I'm back alive. Confounded. This says the same thing as the last. Mayhap I should approach the problem from a different perspective. Surely you're not some figment of my imagination. Oh, but this is wonderful. It would seem our prayers have been answered. Feeling otherwise helpless, I've been scouring our shelves for the wisdom to explain this worrisome conundrum. Why, with all the light wardens defeated, has the light returned to obscure the sky? Must have poured over 100 tomes when no definitive conclusion seems forthcoming. So many questions I would pose to the Exarch, and thus do I feel his absence all the more keenly. Now that you're awake, however, I'm hopeful the search for our stolen steward might begin in earnest. Catalyst, meanwhile, leads the crystalline mean in preparations for battle, though against what foe, we are as yet uncertain. Why not pay her a visit? I expect seeing you upright would be much welcome relief. Ow. Anyways. Where are they? Ah, right here. Oi, mate, I'm still here. Alive and well, I see. Gave us all a proper fright, you know what? Not a day's gone by that I haven't heard folk worrying what's to become of you or the Exarch. Yeah, welcome on into the stream. Thanks so much for stopping by. Anyway, I'm glad you've recovered enough to stand. You're not planning on striking out straight away, though, are you? I was hoping to have a better look at your equipment. If we had been able to provide you with better weapons or sturdier helms, then maybe you would have won the day, and the Exarch would still be here. As such, we're keeping busy and consulting each other on new forging techniques and designs and the like. If you could stand still a moment, I'd like to assess the gear we're trying to improve. Sure. Yeah, I don't think it was the gear, though. Some fine work, I must admit. It wouldn't be impossible to make something better, but we need to experiment with different patterns and materials, and I'm not sure we have that kind of time. Sounds like a challenge that he would enjoy. Greetings, Leonard. The master of the stairs is running his own errands now, is he? Well, my servers are distraught enough as it is, and I didn't want to crack the whip too hard. Never mind that. I'm thinking our absent genius and his epiphanies are the perfect answer of this predicament of yours. By genius, you mean old Grenold? He is a man of unrivaled gifts. I won't argue with you there. But what good does his talent do us if we can't bloody find him? No one's seen hide nor hair of Grenold since he wandered off some years ago. You know what he's like once he latches onto an idea. He's probably cloistered himself in some forgotten cave, completely absorbed in his latest creation. I wouldn't even know where to start looking. That does make things difficult. Still, if that eccentric is someone you're destined to meet, I'll wager he'll show up soon enough. In my time at the bar, many tales I've heard told of strangely fated encounters, even if a few of them might be stretching the truth just a bit. We'll keep our noses to the grindstone for the time being, but on the off chance you do encounter Grenoble, you'd be wise to take advantage of his brilliance rather than wait on our slow and steady progress. This is all talk for when you're fully recovered, of course. I'll let you get back to convalescing, eh? Before you do that, you're actually the reason I came over here in the first place. I don't suggest partaking of my stock until you're properly well, but if you're passing near the stairs, then I have a regular who's eager to see you. Yo, Caddy, welcome on in. Thank you so much for stepping out of the stream. Hope you're all having a good weekend. Hope you're enjoying the stream and chilling, you know. I best be getting back. Just because the world's coming apart at the seams doesn't mean we have to follow suit now, does it? Here, we can't forget the heart upon which the city was founded, or the exile might not have much of a home to return to. True. Yes, good EXP again. Are you alright? Think of return to your sick, but it might be in order. Or you might consider resting a while atop the watchtower next to the rookery. This damnable sky doesn't make for the most soothing scenery, but the Exar often like to stand there and feel the wind upon his face. Well, that don't sound too bad, actually. Some needs making. Okay, they're talking about something for this other quest, so. Garden. Oh, is it actually finally letting me gonna go access that area? Oh, okay, it's just letting me go this way then. That's fine.
The people of this city have spirit, I'll give them that. They've not lost the will to fight.
True.
I can imagine how torn you must feel, looking at that sky. Knowing what it means to everyone. And that you're responsible.
It's all such a mess.
Aye. An all too familiar one. Here you stand alone, expecting no one else to bear the burden for you. You're in a corner, and there doesn't seem to be any obvious way out. But that doesn't mean it's over. However hopeless it seems, You haven't lost yet. I remember looking up at the sky like this before. Being caught up in a strange kind of calm. It was after we realized we were responsible for the flood. When we resolved to journey to the source by taking our own lives. One last sacrifice. One last fight. One last failure. And then the Oracle appeared and, well, you know the rest. There were times in the years and decades that followed when I wondered if we might not have been better off just letting the rejoining happen. That we'd made one last mistake. But seeing that giant Talos stir to life cured me of any doubts I still had. Always we took the burden of fighting upon ourselves. That's what heroes do, isn't it? So we never had the chance to see anything like that. Our people coming together as one. To think that their hope still burned so bright. That they were still so eager to live, they would lift up their fellows, one on top of the other, till they reached the sky. No. We made the right decision. And I can finally feel proud of the part we played in helping this world survive. Well, come on then.
Don't leave him hanging, bro. Don't leave him hanging.
As I thought. What happened between us was no coincidence. My story may be finished. The fates have gifted me a minor role in yours. I suspected as much the moment I realized you could hear me. But it's hard not to doubt yourself when you're the man who caused the flood. I was afraid to do anything more than watch for fear of making things even worse. But no longer. After all, the path I once walked is now yours to finish. For what it's worth, I cast my lot with yours. If you need a push, I'll be right there behind you. If you lose control, I'll do my best to stop you. So, let us be about it, hero.
Oh, I was worried you were up here all alone, brooding and fretting and wallowing in your woes. But look at you, grinning at nothing like a pollen-drunk pixie.
Here we go.
Look at what you've done to your ether. It's a mess. And you have cracks running all through that pretty soul of yours. My poor little sapling. Whatever am I to do with you? Shall I yield up my throne? You could claim it, cut ties with the mortal world, Hide away in the castle? It won't fix the problem, but would it really matter? If any pesky heroes come calling with steel and magic, all of Il Meg will rise up in your defense. My crown and scepter are yours, if you want them. What? Don't give me that look. Of course I knew before I asked that you'd never ever heed such a wicked suggestion. And besides, what would become of my precious and ephemeral flower? Oh, my dear beloved sapling. You are lost, confused, and have precious little time to gather your wits. Your kind is always so preoccupied with what lies ahead, and so we muddle your vision with fog and glamour. But such trickery is easy to see through. Stand very, very still. Think not of where you need to go, but where you are right now at this moment. At this time, in this place. Our cairn of crystal. From shadowed hood he watched you go, his ruby eyes with warmth aglow. See yourself as he saw you, and that shall be the clearest clue. You stand in his garden, dear sapling. Ask his flowers what they know, and you will surely find an answer. But what will you do with it, I wonder? I'll be watching and waiting. Waiting and watching.
Damn. This shit crazy, bruh. Question, have you done any of the job quests yet? Like for my class? I've done the one here in the first where they were saying that you need to complete it to properly finish Shadowbringers. I've been doing that here and there while doing MSQs. And then for my actual class quest, I've done a good amount of them. I stopped doing them after the last one because it was like, hey, like, you'll get another one once you start up on Shadowbringers and blah blah blah. And so I haven't done that one yet. So I might be missing a skill or two, maybe? Something like that. The first is what I was referring to? Oh, okay. Yeah, that one I have it here. I'm basically up to the part where this dude finally starts picking up his slack and he's starting to do some stuff on his own. Then I expected to see you on your feet so soon. Surely you have not come in search of an Amuro. What do we know of the Crystal Exarch? I'm happy to share, but I fear there was be no surprising revelations, as any in the city could tell you he is a man of wisdom and compassion and many untold secrets. But none can doubt his generosity. When the Caesarium was being constructed, he even allowed folk to plunder the tower for resources. He has imposed no restriction upon us but one. No one except the Exarch is permitted to dwell within the spire. Many seasons passed. A comrade of mine was bold enough to ask the reason why. The Exarch merely smiled and said, because one day the crystal tower may vanish as suddenly as it arrived. True. That is true. Now there is a teleporter here. Good. Talk to Cassard. I think it's gonna have us talk to the people we talked to originally. It's good to see you're awake and alert. What's this about? You're not writing the Exarch's memoirs, are you? I'm not sure how much I can tell you, considering we avoid asking too many questions. Unspoken rule and all that. If anyone has fresh insights to share, then they'd be Captain Lena, I'd say. She lost her parents to an eater attack not long after she was born, and the Exarch saw to her upbringing. Outward appearances aside, thus saw her like grandfather and granddaughter. I imagine the news of his predicament hit her doubly hard. Not that our proud captain would ever let it show. If you do decide to talk to Lena, she'll be at her usual post at the Ascensor Gate. Okay, I'm out, have fun. Party up with you again later when you need to have a tank or healer or DPS. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. Morin. Something else you needed? If you come for the results of my research into the persistent light, I'm afraid there's little to tell as of yet. Records pertaining to the Exarch. Well, I need no documentation to relay what little I know of its history. If that is what interests you. Less than a decade has passed since the coming of the Flood. When the Crystal Tower first flashed into existence, its summoner, the Exarch himself became known to the refugees in Lakeland soon thereafter. He welcomed all who sought out the spire, be they locals who had thought their homes or Vobertites fleeing their ruined kingdom, and together they found the city which would become the Crystarium. Some thought to call him king, for he refused to share his name, but the summoner did not deem himself worthy of royal address. Thus did the people consider him his scintillating skin, so like the tower he had summoned, and bestowed upon him the title of Crystal Exarch. As for his true name, well, 'twould seem that is a mystery that remains unsolved to this day. Best that we fly over there. At least we got all this shit done, you know. Was not told you had awoken? Welcome surprise, not only if the Exarch was to return to us. He was taken by this rival of yours, was he not? Your companions mentioned they had an idea of where to find him. So I bristled when they asked for patience. They don't understand their hesitation until I saw you had fallen. Only then did I realize that I had no business rushing ahead. Even so, the delay has been no less agonizing. In the moments before he left to join you in Kalusia, the Exarch entrusted me with a key. It opens a door in the ocular to a chamber known as the Umbilicus. This room is the heart of the tower, into which only the Exarch himself is permitted to enter. He bid me to allow none into the tower once he had departed. Only in the event that an army of eaters descended upon the city was I to access the umbilicus and awaken a defensive barrier. Never before had he left me with such instructions, but the battle with Valtry loomed near, and at the time I accepted the key without much thought. Since then, however, that moment is all that occupies my mind. When I recall the look upon his face, he knew that some terrible fate awaited him. I need to know what he feared, what battle you and your companions are truly fighting. Forgive me, I trust in the Exarch, and I should not be voicing these doubts when he is not here to respond to them personally. You have come to me with a question of your own, have you not? So you're not the only one who burns for answers? The time has come to open the tower's heart. Though we do not face an invasion of eaters, I suspect the city will be in far more danger if you do not gain the knowledge you seek.
Sira para ti, Sira. Cáncer, hijo del diablo.
Yo, Hagrid, how do I sound on the stream, bro, dude? Is my audio chopping up or now? Come meet me in the ocular and I will unlock the door within. Fuck it, it's time we do that. Let me, It's even weirder if you translate it. What the fuck you mean? Shit, you're good. I don't hear any issues? Thanks, bro. I want to chime back in, but they're watching videos, so... Yeah, we're in a shared stream at the moment, so just letting you know.
About 9 of these. You're back?
Yeah. It's
okay.
Crazy.
So, did everything that happened freak you the fuck out just now?
Kinda, yeah, like, just seeing the cutscene with Emmett, or, for the most part, like, cause, like, it was his voice, you know? And so seeing that cutscene, and him being like, yo, like, we're gonna make this kid with Light Warden energy or some shit.
Yep, congratulations, you're the bad guy now.
And I'm just like, well, fuck. And then, just the fucking cutscene with the Exarch, and I had a feeling I knew who it was, but then I saw the cutscene and I was just like, no, I was like, no, not my boy.
Your buddy sounds low.
Yeah, on probably over here on my side, my bad. Discord.
Does this sound any better for you guys? Does this sound any better? Hello? Hey man, are you able to hear me now, bro? Are you able to hear me, or are you still, like, can you not hear me?
I can hear you.
Very close. If I get really, really close to my microphone, will you be able to hear me?
Jesus.
All right. I've turned it down. It's fine.
You good? Yeah, right now, I just finished talking to, what's her name? To Lena. And she's like, all right, I guess we're gonna check out the tower. And I'm like, good, cause we haven't been there in forever.
Tana keeps bringing that. Yeah, right now, what you're doing is you're reaching the downslope of what is otherwise a very, very impactful story. We were just kind of goofing off watching videos in the meanwhile. I could probably actually switch it off and just chatting and go back to Final Fantasy 14. That video was insane, though, with talking about Marvel, because that Marvel Infinite, people give it a lot of shit, but I feel like people give it too much shit for a game that is not Marvel 4. People think it's Marvel 4, it's not Marvel 4.
Oh yeah, you talking about I Heart Justice, yeah. Yeah, that
I Heart Justice video with Max and like Thero and everyone, yeah.
Yeah, that video was mad funny, but man, like yeah, like Max brings up, like, every time I see him in videos or just his own videos, he always brings up so much stuff that I'm like, damn, like, brother's all up in there.
I mean, yeah, because, like, Max has been playing fighting games long enough to know that when it comes to playing fighting games, people always look at either the good things about them or the bad things about them, but nobody's really willing to talk about vice versa in either situation. Like, there are bad fighting games and there are good fighting games, but there's always something good about a bad fighting game and something bad about a good fighting game. And I feel like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is one of those games that is neither good nor bad, but it is definitely misunderstood. Because initially, people, again, were having these, are you able to pass me a lead? I gotta invite a friend of mine real quick. They just DC'd. But no, most people were complaining about Marvel Infinite being a bad game. And for a multitude of reasons, I will say that there are some issues that it has. Like, maybe it might not have been the best game ever. Maybe it wasn't, like, you know, everybody's cup of tea, especially for Marvel 3 fans. But then we remember that this wasn't supposed to be Marvel vs. Capcom 4. And suddenly that puts everything in a perspective. Not just for us, but for the viewers as a whole.
Yeah. Hold on, I went into a cutscene right as you told me that.
Okay.
I don't think I can pass the party lead.
Yeah, rep up your cutscene first and I'll invite them when you're done.
Oh, another flashback.
Yep, me when the echo.
A moment to collect my thoughts, my prithee.
Of course Urianji would be here.
Thy true name is Grahatia, then?
It's him.
By thy claims,
I think
thou
the funniest
too
part
art
about
a
that
native
video
of the
is
source. Though
they
from
had
an
this
age
debate by,
beyond
like,
our own,
grabbing everybody
when the eighth
available
umbral calamity hath visited,
you know,
devastation
debate
upon
Marvel
our
vs.
star.
Capcom Infinite against someone who loves Marvel vs. Capcom with every fiber of his being for more than just the gameplay. And only then did I Heart Justice realize that he was man fighting against God in that scenario. And I find that to be incredibly funny. You know it's bad when the dogs you hired to kill the bad guy are being petted by the bad guy.
I just love the video where they keep on going about all the different points, and then, you know, Max just keeps going over all this behind the scenes stuff, and then they're all just like, well, damn, you know, I kind of like want to side with them now.
Right. Like, I find that to be really funny, but I find it to be really effective at the same time.
But yeah, I'm gonna mute again for a bit just to listen to this.
Do your thing.
That's cool. By thy claims, thou too art a native of the source, though from an age beyond our own, when the eighth umbral calamity hath visited devastation upon our star.
Thou hast, by subtle means, reached across the boundaries of time and space to unsow the seeds of catastrophe, ere its creeping vines drag our champion unto an early grave.
In essence, yes. A difficult story to swallow, I am sure.
I doubt not the veracity of thy words, not the account of thy coming, nor that of the fated calamity. Yet my mind straineth still to apprehend the enormity of this tale. Wouldst thou favor me with a gradual unfolding of its chapters?
Certainly. But where to begin? I should start with those great minds who survived the calamity. Sid Garland being perhaps the greatest. In hopes of staying the unending tides of war, he and his fellows pursued all manner of possible solutions. One of these was rooted in a theory which unified several fundamental principles discovered over the course of the Warrior of Light's adventures. It proposed a method by which one could enter the River of Time, traverse the rift, and leap between worlds. Perfecting that idea, however, was a work which consumed their lifetimes, and thus was it left to future generations to decide whether theory would be put into practice. But all the while, the world continued to burn. Hope was a feeble outpost, beset on all sides by thievery and misery and murder. People cried out in despair, "There is no hope! We are finished! Mankind is finished!" Then others raised their voices in answer. Though we be beyond salvation, those who came before may yet be saved. We will forge a crossroads and pave the way for a different future. By the wisdom of our forebears, we will prevent this calamity from ever having come to pass. The fighting went on unabated, but some few took up Sid's research and labored to realize those impossible ideas. After 2 centuries of labor, their descendants finally succeeded in awakening the Crystal Tower, an integral part of the process, and, in doing so, roused its caretaker, me. By this stage, scholars had largely established the phenomena underpinning the rejoining, and identified the first as the shard which precipitated the 8th umbral calamity. This grand structure was already capable of storing the energies required to attempt the translocation. All that remained was to augment some few of its functions based upon the theoretical models of Sid and his compeers.
And by means of such technologies didst thou effect thine arrival in the first, to an age before this star had joined with the source.
Some while before, as it turned out. 'Tis all but impossible to predict how time will flow between one world and the next, and we missed our mark by almost an entire century. But this only worked in our favor. The Sin Eaters could not be defeated without the blessing of light, and summoning the only woman who might stand a chance against them would require decades of preparation.
An undertaking of scarce credible endurance. That thou hast kept thy plan from falling into disarray these many years bordereth on the miraculous. Yet howsoever history be rewritten, thy present self was shaped by events which followed the calamity. Should said catastrophe be averted, the very skein of thine existence will unravel. Surely thou hast foreseen this.
I am aware of the consequences. 'Tis for that very reason Sid and his colleagues bequeathed their legacy as an offering, and not an edict. To give all of oneself for the happiness of others, and with no promise of reward. 'Tis a hard thing to ask. Harder still for those condemned to survive in a world which pitted brother against brother. Indeed, you are right to call the execution of this plan miraculous, though the force which held it together was nothing so inexplicable. It was her. The warrior of light has been our unbroken thread. Where others would stumble and fall, she would rise above. Where the warrior of light's tale is one of unyielding bravery. To tell it was to feel courage. To hear it was to feel hope. It was a breath of inspiration in an age of suffocating shadow. In the histories of a fallen nation was our hero hailed as its greatest ally. In the time-worn pages of a noble's memoirs were her deeds joyously retold. For many, these stories were the flame which warmed them through the coldest of nights. And so it should come as little surprise that the plan found no shortage of volunteers, concerning as it did the Warrior of Light herself. It was their chance to add their own verse to the hero's saga. She was the lodestar that brought them all together, to send their final message back through time and space to her. The light of your legacy was our torch in the darkness. Burn bright again and live. I am merely the bearer of that wish, come to ensure it is safely delivered.
Wherefore sharest thou this burden with me and no other? What wouldst thou have me say?
That you will be my accomplice? 'Twas you yourself who convinced me of your suitability when you spoke of how you learned of the Flood, and of your part in arranging Minfilia's journey to the First. Your actions showed uncommon resolve. 'Twas clear you were committed to the cause of saving this world. I knew I could trust you to choose the right path forward, even if that choice came with a heavy price.
What price?
When all is said and done, and the last of the Light Wardens lies slain, I will absorb their corrupted ether, and then I will die. Knowing what I know of your companions, not to mention your champion, they will try to stop me. But in saving one, they would save none. Therefore, I implore you to aid me in concealing my identity, and ensuring this tale ends as it must. To this end, I would have you take what I have told you of the Calamity, and make of it a portent. A prophetic vision you beheld in the swirling chaos of the Rift.
Is this truly thy wish?
History remembered the Warrior of Light, as I knew it would. And I will suffer no other to rescue the champion whose star has charted my course. I will see this tale to a happy end, my friend. There has been enough tragedy.
Careful now. If you lose control again, the light could claim you for good. Although it's probably only a matter of time before you succumb to the change in any case. What do you mean to do?
We gotta save our boy. We gotta save him.
We should be on our way. Dacian mentioned the Tempest, did he not? That's the stormy seas around Calusia to you. His lair must be down there somewhere, hidden beneath the waves.
God damn. Did you find the answers you sought? If there's nothing more you need, I will go unlock the door. I have questions about the Tempest. Tempest? That is the name given to the seas by which Calusia is bound. If you make a request to the Tamers, they will provide you with an emerald to fly you over the waters, but... You mean to leave right this moment, alone? I'm not sure of that. Nay, I will not seek to stop you. Go with the blessings of the Shadow. I shall await your safe return. Well, goddamn.
Makes it difficult to kind of justify what fighting game we would even need in this modern era. What's a fighting game that we even need? And it's like, oh, well, you can play a fighting game with gimmicks, and that's just BlazBlue, you know? Oh, well, you can play a fighting game that doesn't have gimmicks, but has the same functions, and that's Guilty Gear. Well, maybe you just want to play a traditional 2D fighter, and that's Street Fighter. Well, how about a 3D game? That's either Tekken 8 or Virtua Fighter, and you're really going to want to play Tekken 8. And, okay, well, what if I want a game that's just belt to ass, and that's Mortal Kombat? So it's like, we really don't have a lot of games these days. How'd your cutscene go? You can pass lead when you're done before you go into another one.
Yeah. Oh, nice, says promote. Weird.
Where it's basically all zoners. They've made a Toho game like that too, and that's the crazy part.
Was it Anger that got DC'd?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Also, I'm pretty sure, like, there was also the Acceleration of Suguri, which was also kind of like a zoning fighting game. Which I think is kind of funny. Alright, I'm gonna make a sword now.
Alright, I'm going towards the Tempest.
The biggest area in the fucking expansion.
Oh, that is the biggest area?
It's big for a variety of reasons. You'll see why when you get there.
Ah, we have found thee.
Well, dang, I guess...
Personally, I'm sick of this current trend that seems to favor rushdown over all other playstyles. It's insane how no matter the gimmick, right? No matter the gimmick of fighting game character, where it's like, oh yeah, I'm a...
Actually, I can just tell him here. Ryanje, my friends.
Word reached us of thy recovery, and thus did we gather with all haste. Ah. By thy looks, I gather thou hast gleaned that which I came to tell thee.
Urianger has shared everything with us. The Exarch's true identity and purpose.
I offer no excuses.
Damn!
When I agreed to aid the Exarch with his plans, 'twas in full acceptance of the condemnation I would face when my duplicity was laid bare. Yet it is not rancor, but resolve that I sense in thee. Thou art fully intent upon walking thy path to its end, art thou not? If thou canst forgive my deception, or, failing that, set aside thy displeasure for a time, I do beg leave to follow thee. What strength and wisdom I possess are thine to command.
Look, bro, he did it before, and we knew the reasons why he did it before, and I understood why he did it, and I was like, bro, like, you've been with us this whole time. Here, you've been with us this whole time. Like, I have no reason to not trust you. You a homie through and through. I forgive you. Let's go.
I thank thee. Doubt not but that I will do all in my power to repay thy kindness and fulfill the Exarch's wishes.
I'm sorry, but I don't think this is a good idea. Leaving the Crystarium, I mean, with or without Urianche. What I did for you won't last forever. There's no telling when the light will break free again. Please, you must stay here. At least for a little while longer. We will find a way to cure this, I promise you.
How can you make promises? We don't even know where to start.
Alize, please. You know Reen was only trying to help.
Of course I know! I know only too well! But making promises you have no way of keeping is not a kindness. It's a lie. Plain and simple. We've all searched high and low for an answer, and every one of us came back empty-handed. I am not about to stand in her way now. Not after failing her in her hour of need. No, the least we can do is...
We will go with you as well. There is naught to be gained by standing still.
Indeed, we have exhausted every other avenue. Lead, and we shall follow. If there is any hope to be found, then we will surely find it at your side.
Are we all in agreement then?
Is there aught we can do to help?
Though we may not know the whole story, we do know you're in for a fight. And while the Exarch's away, it falls to the rest of us to see the Warrior of Darkness is given a proper send-off.
You told them?
No. Well, not in so many words.
Aye, we didn't need it spelled out for us. When the night sky appeared over whichever place you went to, it was harder not to put two and two together.
From the moment I heard that you and the Exarch shared the homeland, I had my suspicions. Long had he been waiting for a certain someone to arrive. And I knew at once that it must be you.
Exactly. When he went up to meet you, it was clear it was no ordinary visitor. That spring in his step spoke volumes. I could feel his excitement.
Me too! That's right!
Yeah.
We do not fully understand where you or the Exarch hail from, or why you've all done so much to protect us. But we are deeply grateful nonetheless. So, if there is anything at all we might do to aid your journey, you need only name it. What...
You might have invited them to join us, where there are not so many. But come, they are waiting. What is your will, O Warrior of Darkness?
Leave it to us. We'll see the Exarch home safe and sound. Thou didst plan to come in there and armor for thy journey to the open sea, or for the following dive down onto Emitself's underwater abode would drain even thy legendary stamina. Thus during thy convalescence we consider the most efficacious method for reaching the depths of the Tempest, and I believe we are right in an elegant solution. Yet ere we discuss this step, I suggest thou conclude such pressing business as remains to thee in the Crystarium. Once the sea closes above our heads, we're unlikely to surface again until our grand deed is done. Well, damn.
You're probably going to get another cutscene here in a little bit, by the way, just fair warning.
I'm probably going to get a cutscene like every, I don't know, 2 minutes.
You know, I mean, for what it's worth, I'm probably just going to bounce here in a little bit so I can get off of 14 and let you handle your cutscenes. Because I don't think anything's going to come up for you in a bit. What did we just do again? We did the seat of... No, that's not what it's called.
Crown?
Crown of Immaculate, that's what it's called. Bam. Yeah, your next dungeon is not for several fucking cutscenes away. If anything, I'm probably actually going to see where you're at real quick. Put on no cups.
Yeah, I just finished the cutscene where their town kind of like rallies together and the rest of the signs show up, so Urianji's like, yeah, make sure you take care of your stuff because we might not come back until it's all over.
So we're back at the Crystarium right now then. Okay. Yeah, you've still got a long ways to go if that's the case. There's a lot of important cutscenes that come up from here on out until you reach your next dungeon. So I'm probably going to hop out of 14 here for a little bit and see if there's anything else I can do. Or at least maybe get my dungeon runs done, because I haven't done my dungeons yet. I need my experience.
You good? I'm going to just hop off the party for now then.
Okay. But yeah, good luck with all of your cutscenes and everything. Like, this is the most important part of the story. So, if anything comes up, just let me know.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate the help.
Yes. No, of course. It's always a pleasure. Good luck with your cutscenes. I will see you later.
Cool. Well, in that case, we will return to the game. Camellia, welcome on in. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Let me see. I'm doing good. Doing good. Just here, been doing more of the Final Fantasy story for Shadowbringers on 14. Which right now... I'm gonna advance this other quest a bit. Yeah, so this other quest line is a side story, but from what it told me at the beginning is that it's essential and I needed to have it completed to get Shadowbringers closed up completely. So I'm gonna be continuing this for a bit. So basically where we're at is we're waiting for Lou Reek to come back because he went to go fetch some items that we need to go hunt down what's her name, Andrea and their party of turned eaters or whatever. Series of surprisingly harrowing experiences, but in the end I managed to obtain the materials necessary for the construction of my secret weapon. Gentleman was rather accommodating despite being somewhat put out that I had not any guilt to pay him for his labor. He was nevertheless willing to teach me how to craft the arrows myself. He said he found my industriousness endearing. Must confess, despite being utterly exhausted by this busy work, it has been somewhat refreshing. Now that my noisemaker arrows are ready, I cannot wait to put them to the proof. If all goes to plan, the explosion should be loud enough to incapacitate Andrea for a time. Let's put an end to her tale, my friend, and in doing so write the opening of ours. That Arik and Roxanne, Bounty Hunters Extraordinaire, Cumber, Tika, and Gloria and Braid. So yeah. I think what I'm gonna do is I think, yeah, here you go. Yeah, so I don't mind doing the whole stream together thing. Is just kind of annoying, mainly just because it doesn't work with Opera and I have to open up this other stuff. Also, Sufi and Umar, welcome on into the stream. My bad, I forgot I mentioned you earlier. I was doing all of these cutscenes. But yeah, let me see here. So hey, yeah, we have completed going live for 6 days. We need to post a few more videos. Stay live for a bit longer. I am messaging some of my friends to see if they want to play some more later. Mainly because I do want to play some more of The Forest, and I hope to God that my stuff is actually properly working now. Okay. So we gotta go back to Rectica. Which I think we're probably gonna fight them or try to fight them in the same area that we saw them last time. So thank God that I actually did all of this shit first. So hey, I don't have to worry about land anymore. I can literally just fly over, which thank fucking God. I'm so glad. If I may make one small request before we begin, please, for the love of gods, please try not to succumb to any visions of people's past. This really could not be a worse time. I'll try not to, bro. I mean, then again, my character did say that, hey, like, I don't really have a control over it, so what do you want me to do? Anyways, here they are. Well, are you still with me in the here and now? Yep, I'm here. Excellent, then we can attend to the task at hand without worry. Let us lay to rest our fellow hunters and render Ray the peace a hero deserves. It's battle time. Okay, let's go for the healer. might be one of those where these guys will just back the fuck up again. Oh damn, I guess he just fucked them up himself, I don't know. So only 2 more to go. Alright. What you want me to do? Alright, I guess this is the end of the quest line then. Goodbye. Don't ever come back. Alright, you need to back off, mate. We won. Even seen it insane it, or heard it feels real. That crystal though. Huh. Ah, I see. That's why. I should have never betrayed your trust. Never again, I swore. Never again. Bellum Quist, the Shadowkeeper, the Flood, come with May. We would face it together no matter how hard it got. How terrified I was. That's what it means to let someone into your heart, knowing full well that nothing lasts forever. To welcome the fear and the pain, the sorrow. When I lost my parents, when we laid the Keeper low, you felt it too, didn't you? To place our faith in a desperate, hopeless attempt to save everyone, to see it amount to naught in the end. What else could we do but offer up what tiny remainder in our final futile effort, even knowing deep down that it was worth but a few moments more? You gave me fear, and that fear gave me strength. It's not right, it's not fair. Heroes sacrificing themselves for nothing, becoming villains, being forgotten. Never would have gotten this far without your help. Had no idea who Render Ray or any of the other warriors of light truly were. It was all ancient history to me. Why would I care who some eaters once were? I was no better than my parents, judging them out of hand, dismissing their sacrifice, not bothering to look deeper. It made it all the easier to pursue and enjoy it for my own amusement. Pray I made up for it in part by helping to lay Render Ray's soul to rest. Miss Savara is probably worried sick about us both. We should return to Collusion and let her know we're alright. And I hope that is all with this cutscene. Finally, we can fly. Fly, fly, fly. Melodorique, Roxanne, congratulations on a job well done. From one hunter to another, thank you for helping Render Ray to achieve a measure of peace. She was a hero to me too, and it broke my heart to know what had become of her. To have your legacy tarnished so, to have the world call you a villain even still. But at least I can take comfort in knowing she can finally enjoy a long rest. Whatever others may say, we will preserve the truth in the story and song. Render Ray the bravest hunter there ever was, and more importantly, a true friend to those she held dear. I can only hope to measure up to her example someday. For now, however, I say we return to the Crystarium and raise a glass in celebration. Oh shit. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me, mate. Sounds good to me. Which these other quests, I assume, are for the other party members of Ardbert, who also probably got turned to eaters. Drea's bounty has been paid to us in full, my friend, so come let us eat, drink, and be merry. God damn. Been meaning to ask, but I have the impression you are rather more acquainted with these warriors of light than you've been letting on. What exactly do you know about them? Well, you see, they came to my world and I stopped them, and then I brought them back here to help them save their world. At least, what we could save. That is so preposterous to tell that I have no choice but to assume it is true, offering up their lives to first cross the rift, then to halt the flood, wicked white. Must have taken so much courage to see it through in those final moments. A courage born not of a desire for glory or dedication to an ideal, but of fear and love for those with whom she had forged unshakable bonds, her comrades. I won't pretend that we have anything even approaching such a powerful connection, but I would like to think that if you were mortal peril, I would fly to your side without hesitation. Having said that, if I were tested as Ren the Ray were, if I were challenged to offer up my life for others, even without even knowing if it would amount to aught, I doubt I could rise to the occasion. I am a child and a fool who knows little of the world. I have been coddled and spoiled and have only just tasted the bitter fruits of life that you and countless others sup on daily. You are made of sterner stuff, far sterner than me, and that is why I know I can never walk your path. There's no shame in that. Cannot recall a time I ever felt happier, more alive than when I traveled with you. But you have countless other journeys ahead of you, don't you? For you're destined for greater challenges, whereas I'm suited to rather more pedestrian affairs. Know your limits, as Miss O'Rara used to say. Meeting her again after all these years, seeing how much older and much more frail she'd become, made me realize how little time together we have left. She shouldn't have to live her days living alone in squalor. Decided it will not be so. I shall return to Collusion to tend to her needs, for I will do my utmost to repay the love and kindness that made me the man I am today. Therefore, though it pains me to say, I fear the celebration must also mark the end, or at the very least, a tentative suspension of the glorious partnership between that was Reek and Roxanne, bounty hunters extraordinaire. Should you find yourself in collusion, however, do come and pay us a visit. Of course. Let's see. I want critical hit. Oh, I'm gonna get all three. Cool. There it is. So that is done. But anyways, y'all, I'm gonna take a break for about 30 minutes to an hour. Appreciate each and every one of y'all that stopped by to watch the stream and hang out and chill with us. I'm gonna go ahead and end the streams for now. Like I'm saying, I will be catching you guys later. We'll see what's up though. I might come back with Left 4 Dead 2 or The Forest. I'll see what's up. I need to talk to my friends. Some of them were kind of like, I'm not sure. Other ones were, I need to see exactly what game they want to play. But if anything, it might be The Forest, since we are probably going to be doing some more building and shit. And I know that yesterday, I completely forgot to let my friend Russian join us. I forgot he wasn't allowed to join us in the chat that we were in because I had limited for the amount of people. So he wasn't able to play with us. last night, and I completely missed his message. So I'll probably end up playing that with him and our other friend and do some exploring and shit. But until then, I'll catch you guys on the next stream, and you'll have a good one.